Cracker Barrel hit the ground running this year. They came out so early in May, which is fantastic. I am not hating on that for a second. And they came out with fire. There's so many new items in this drop, so we're going to touch on those first. And then they did bring back some favorites from years past as well. So we're going to look at those briefly towards the end of this website tour. So let's get going here. The first new item that I'm seeing is this animated invisible witch. It does run for $100. It's $99.99, which is a little pricey, but it is 72 inches tall, so it's 6 feet tall. So that's going to be perfect to put out on your porch, and it is animated. Unfortunately, the website doesn't say how it's animated, but it's hard to see in these pictures because the lighting on them is so dark with the black light and the purple light, if there's any moving parts on them. So I'm wondering if the animation is just audio, it makes sound somehow, and that's what they're considering to be animated. So I'm not sure. I wish they had a video that we could see that a little bit better, but it's unfortunately not available. Maybe they'll put one on later into the summer as we get closer to the season, or at least update the website with in the description box that says how it's animated. That would be fabulous. Anyway, that's the first one that I saw that I thought was absolutely awesome and is new for this year. The next one that was new for this year is this skeleton sitter pillow. This is a larger pillow as well. It's retailing, oops, sorry about that. It retails for $19.99. It is 48 inches tall or in length from head to toe, and it is very reminiscent of these skeleton pillow styles that we saw the last couple of years in almost every other store. So they've just joined the bandwagon there, which kind of seems a little unusual for Cracker Barrel. They usually kind of, you know, have their own way of doing their holidays, especially Halloween. They have that really uniqueness about them that I love. But they have the skeleton sitter pillow here now. They did do it in kind of a nice way with the bones separated there on the arms and legs, which is kind of fun and whimsical. So yeah, they have this one here new for this year for $19.99. And then they have some really cool blow molds. This one here with the Ghost with Witch Hat blow mold, say that 10 times fast. This one reminds me a lot of the one that Cracker Barrel had last year, and I don't know if it's the same. I imagine it is somehow different, but it's a plug-in. I want to call that out. So you can save on batteries on that. And let's see the dimensions. It is 20 inches in height, and at the widest it's going to be 10.5 inches across. So that's a good size for it for 40 bucks there, and that's just super cute. Love that one. And then the next blow mold that they have here is $60. They call it a nesting blow mold skull stack. I'm not sure how it's quite nesting. I think nesting is they fit into each other. So I'm not sure about that. But this skull stack is very classic, traditional, I think, in how it looks. It's 34, almost 35 inches in height. So just under 3 feet tall for 60 bucks. So it's about the same size as the skull stack they had last year. However, the one they had last year had that raven or the crow on top of it, which I much prefer to this one. So I know, let me know in the comments, do you like this one? I'm kind of meh about it, but let me know what you think down below. The next new item that they have here is another blow mold. It's the Tombstone blow mold. This one also, I believe, plugs in. We'll see in a second here. But what I love about this one is that it is so much detail front and back. So you can really put this in a place that doesn't have to be up against a wall at all. Yeah, it's a plug-in. So it can be seen from both sides. I wish they had a picture of it lit up from the back as well. But I'm wondering if it's just the tombstone that lights up. If you look at the placement of where the light is coming out from the bottom corner here, opposite of where he's peeking, and then you see on the back, that light would be coming out right here where you can see it kind of plugs into the tombstone. So I don't know if the skeleton would light up from the back. I'm thinking not, but still so cute. If you do any kind of a graveyard scene, this is like a must-have in my book. This is $50, $49.99, and the dimensions are going to be about 19 inches by 16 inches by 8.5 inches. There, all on the website for you if you want to take a look at that, but I absolutely love this one. This is another one that is new for this year. It's a 3-piece light up ghost blow mold set. So you get all 3 of these ghosts for 70 bucks, $69.99. They do light up in multicolor. I know you either love that or hate that. I'm not a huge fan of the multicolor light up decor. I prefer just a plain white light on my light up items, but this one does have that multicolor light. This is also a plug-in, and from the way the picture looks, it looks like they're all connected. So I don't know that you'd be able to really spread these out anywhere. So yeah, keep that in mind if you are considering this one. These dimensions here, so the smallest one looks like it's 12 inches tall. The medium one is 16 inches tall, and the large 20 inches tall. So overall, they're not that big. You know, the smallest one is a foot, and the largest one is just under 2 feet, or between a foot and a half and 2 feet. So they're not huge in height, but they are really cute, very unique. We haven't seen anything like this, especially sold as a set anywhere else. So this is kind of one of those things that I love Cracker Barrel for. They come out with something different and then other people try to copy them, which, yeah, I just love that. So there's this one here that you can consider as well. And another new piece for this year, this is just a ghost dog figurine. It's not a blow mold. So this is a figurine. It's done in that same casting that the witches and the ghosts of years past were done in, which I think is really unique. I love the motion and the movement that the porcelain cloth of the ghost makes. It is really pretty. They are shining a black light on it. It does not light up. Um, and so it's just a plain white figurine there. And this one is retailing for $37.99, so just under $40. Yeah, it's made of poly resin, and it is 18 inches in length, 9.5 inches tall, 5 inches wide. So it's a good size for your $38 there. I absolutely love this piece. Another new item for this year is another figurine. It's the Ghost Cat figurine. This one comes in black, which is near to my heart because I have 2 black cats. This one is retailing for $19.99. Again, it's just solid black, so I know the lighting is making it look a little purple, a little green, but that's just the lighting on it. And there you can see again the size comparison to the dog figurine. It is going to be a little bit smaller in length and a little bit taller because of the tail sticking up. But for 20 bucks, I think that's a great price. This one is already sold out online. So keep an eye out. If you're interested in this one, it may come back. It's so early in the season, I can't imagine that they won't go the rest of the season without bringing it back. So this one is going to be 11.6 inches. I'm guessing that's the length. And then by 4 by 4 by 10 by 2 there. And so, yeah, this is another one. I absolutely love this ghost cat figurine. Again, just the movement, the way the cat is bowing down, it's got its rear up in the air. It is just so precious. Love it. We have a couple more blow molds here. These next two, I'm not sure if they're new or if they're returning. They don't look familiar to me, but this isn't the kind of blow mold that I would really be inclined to be seeking out. It's a little too cutesy for me to look for a blow mold like this, but it's stinking adorable, honestly. It's another plug-in. It's $50, $49.99. And let's see if we can get the dimensions on this one. This is going to be 2 feet tall, so 24.41 inches tall, and then by 10 by 6.3 by 9.06 in width there. So about, yeah, 2 feet tall is kind of a good height there for, wait, yeah, 2 feet tall? Yeah, 24 inches, 2 feet tall for $50. It's a little pricey in my book, but it's cute. So that's the cat one. And then the other one that I'm not sure if it's new for this year or if it's being brought back from last year or past years. This one is also $50, $49.99 for this little dog blow mold. Again, stinking cute, but it's also not really my jam, my style for a blow mold. This one is also about 2 feet tall, same height as the cat one we just looked at, 24.41 inches in height. So those are a couple of other options for you if you're liking more of a lighthearted blow mold look. And this little guy I thought was cute. I think he might be new for this year. I know they do versions of this type of decor item for pretty much every holiday. I don't remember seeing him last year. He's got the light up eyes there. He's carrying his little cauldron full of bones for trick or treat. And that he is going to be 18 inches by 12 inches by 10 inches approximately for $60. And that's with his eyes not lit up. I believe that when they have these types of eyes, they are solar. So let's take a peek down here. Glowing green eyes. Doesn't say, and it requires 3 AA batteries. So maybe not solar. I know sometimes they have them solar, so apologies for that. But so it does take batteries. $60 for this one, and he's just super cute. Right, this next one here is a bring back from the last couple years. This is the Witch with LED lantern. I purchased this one last year. I wanted it the year before, but they sold out, so I was on it the first drop of last year, was able to get it, and I absolutely love it. These pictures do not do this piece justice at all. $60, same price that it was last year, $59.99. It is 18.3 inches tall by 10.75 wide and 7.9 wide there. So it's a good size piece. Personally, I love this one. Again, this is a bring back from last year, retails for $70, $69.99. The hanging wall ghost with LED ball. And last year it came out for the first time last year, I believe, in white. I thought for sure they would come out with it in black for this year, but they did not, at least not yet. And I haven't heard of it potentially coming out in black. So I think we're just going to get white again this year. And the light up ball. So this light up ball does change colors, I believe. So that's something to consider if you don't like that or if you really like that. So just keep that in mind. It does take batteries to light this one up. It does not plug in, which I think is great since it is a wall hanging, and it is 32.25 inches tall by 8.5 inches across, 6 inches deep. So it'll jut out from the wall about 6 inches. So it's a nice piece. I've seen it on other social media creators' videos and Instagrams and all that, and it's a really substantial piece. So if you like it, I think it would be worth the investment for sure. Now this next one, again, is a bring back from years past. It is the Ghost of Darkness with Lantern for $59.99. And again, the pictures don't do this piece justice at all. This one does come in white as well. So the Ghost with Lantern for $59.99 comes in the two colors, which I think is great. It has been immensely popular over the last few years. I'm not surprised at all that they brought it back. Look at that movement though on the cloth, I want to call it. It has so much movement it looks like cloth, which is what it's intended to look like. So I guess they're doing their job. It looks great. But this piece is such a favorite of so many people, and I'm so glad they brought it back. So these, the black one and the white one, they're the same size. They do require batteries to light up the lantern. It is 18 inches tall by 10 inches by 13 inches. So it's a good size piece, and it does have a color changing light in it. So yeah, it's really cute. And it comes with a little remote control too, I wanted to mention. So does the witch. They all have the same color changing light lantern with the remote control for the witch and these two ghosts. So not that one, this one. So yeah, they are great. If you are looking for this, I would highly recommend for sure. And then the last one that they have on their website right now is the skull blow mold. This is $40. I want to say this is a return as well. I could be wrong about that. So if you know for sure, please correct me in the comments and let everybody know if this is new or returning. But this is a color changing light up blow mold. So I think the detail on it is fabulous. It's also kind of just basic in a sense. There's nothing extra spectacular about it, in my opinion, but it is well done. So this one is 20 inches at the tallest point by 13 by 16 and a half approximately for this. So yeah, if you are into decorating with lots of skeletons and light up pieces and stuff, this might be one you want to consider as well. And that is it for all of the new pieces and returning pieces that they brought out for their May drop. They also, I wanted to mention, they did have an ornament that's sold out too, so it's not showing up on their website anymore. That porcelain cat one is not showing up either because it is sold out. So if you don't see it there, just keep checking back and checking back. And keep looking for it when it returns to stock, because they do take things off their website when they don't have them for sale. They don't just mark it sold out. So just keep that in mind as well. And yeah, that's it for what's at Cracker Barrel right now. And you guys, I'm just so excited about Halloween and everything coming out. I can't tell you how excited I am. So if you're excited too, please give the video a big thumbs up. I appreciate it. It does help out the channel. Make sure you hit subscribe as well so we can continue to grow our community here. And thank you so much for joining me tonight. I will see you in the next one.